So what's been happening?
Well, I've just been motoring around, and I was excited to do your pod because it's really, I've never got a chance to really talk about my time as a boarder. And so I thought it'd be really cool to be able to share with your fans and my fans and your fans just like my years.
Thanks for putting me in that. Appreciate that.
Well, when I say boarder, for you I meant boarding school.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an innovator of skateboarding. When I did his podcast, he showed me several wheels that I've never heard of that he had invented for skateboarding that would make skateboarding like progress in a way that I don't think we've ever seen skateboarding progress.
Yeah.
It's a very PC way of putting that.
Revolutionized. And in a few minutes, if you guys are up for it, I'd like to present to you my new board that I put together.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My charity, Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, we do all kinds of work with children with cinnamon allergies, and a lot of the money we make from that, from selling the boards, the new board I'm going to show you goes to Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, our charity, and helps these kids that have severe like cinnamon allergies and stuff.
Wait, there's kids that are allergic to cinnamon.
Yeah.
Wait, they can't be in a room with it, or what are we talking about?
It's sort of like, have you heard of a peanut allergy?
Yeah,
So if the kids get around like cinnamon, their ankles puff up, they get foam.
Foam from the mouth.
From the mouth, and sort of discolored nails, yellowish.
No, instantly from being around cinnamon.
Like jaundice.
What about
type
Cinnabon? If they're at the mall,
Yeah.
will that freak them out?
Well, this is where it happened. I was at one of the airports.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with? What's going on?
I was at one of the airports, and I was walking near a Cinnabon.
Yeah.
And a kid collapsed, severe cinnamon allergy, ankles puffed up, his shoes ripped. They actually ripped,
Like Hulk.
sort of like the Hulk.
Yeah.
And foaming, it looked like he had
Like the
just...
Hulk.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't take it anymore. And so we started...
You can't take anymore because you've seen it happen so many times.
I saw it once, and once was enough.
Okay, see, I got it.
I understand that.
And so that's when we started Cinnamon Angels Fly Away.
No, I don't know why he's laughing. He's hit his head a lot.
And we help the children. We have the Cinnamon Ward at Cedar Sinai's, and
I've been
on the
to
12th
Cedar.
floor. Yeah,
I
you
have
been on
not-
the 12th floor?
No.
We have the
12th
Cinnamon
floor.
Ward.
Oh wow! So there's
Yeah.
just a bunch of kids like all puffed up in there.
Yeah, God, you don't have to say it like that.
What? Come on, man. Let me touch you. It's okay. Sometimes kids get puffy. It happens to the best of us.
You're right. Now, that's one of the symptoms. Their ankles puff up.
Right,
so.
I've had that.
Yeah.
I wear compression socks whenever I eat cinnamon buns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have a cinnamon allergy, do you?
I didn't realize until right now that I might.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I'll just fight it.
So you're doing it for him.
Yeah, you should drop by Cedar Sinai. We'll do a cinnamon test.
I hate going there.
I know no one likes going to a hospital, but the
Right.
Cinnamon Ward, we do candles, we have oils, and
I love candles and oils.
Yeah,
What are you laughing at? I've never seen you laugh before. It's so I'm so happy. I feel like I just hit a ball out of a stadium right now, dude. Oh man, that is the biggest. I've won. I'll leave. Oh man.
Our work is done.
Yeah, mine is for sure. Go ahead, skateboarding. Anyway, you're innovating. Kids are puffy, and
So anyways, I come from a skateboarding background. When I was younger, I did it all the time.
how old were you when you started skateboarding?
I was like 12.
Really?
I started when it sort of came back. Remember, it was the big rage in California. Then it sort of disappeared for a while. And then the boards came back with the compacted clay wheels for a little bit.
You weren't for clay. You're not old enough for clay wheels.
Yeah, well, when I was about 13, the clay wheels came back. They were the first wave. But then about a year into that,
Urethane.
they started with the urethane.
Right.
And so I was in. I was all the way in.
Tony,
And,
was that George Powell with the urethane wheels, or was it just before him?
Well, before him, but then he came up with the formulas.
Because he was
Yeah.
he
Better
had
formulas.
roller skates, right?
Roller skate wheels,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's how Bones started, yeah.
those were the clay ones, right? The roller
No,
skate
urethane,
wheel?
yeah.
Yeah.
Urethane was.
And
so roller skaters had the first good
Bones,
wheel.
yeah. The very first Bones logo
Yeah.
was a skeleton on roller skates.
son of a bitch. I've seen that. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't want that, but it's still cool to know that it
I mean,
existed.
it's kind of retro now. It's sick.
Yeah, they were retro.
I'm cool with roller skating. I don't mind those.
So that's when you actually found skateboarding.
That's when I started. Like I'd known about it, but then it sort of made this little comeback, and then it just exploded. And I had my crew. We rolled with my crew, and my street name was Crunchvac, and it was like.
Don't listen to them. They don't.
Yeah. Well, Crunchvac. You don't go by Crunchvac anymore?
I did. When I was rolling with my crew, when my skateboarding crew, that was my nickname, because vac is short for vacuum.
Yeah, obviously.
And vacuums suck, and I was known for my. I was known for my wipeouts, like just crunching, just crunching. So suck, crunch. So they called me Crunchvac.
Yeah,
and,
man, I've been called that.
What were some of the other nicknames of your crew?
Oh, we had Fudgy was one of the guys, the fat kid. Yeah. Fudgy, he was the only guy. He had a permanent bow in his board. You ever seen? You ever seen one of those horses where their back just sags down
like a reverse camel?
This guy, he was a fatty. This kid, just a chubber. And
that's ahead of his game. That's ahead of the curve too, because back when you were a child, they weren't as big as they come now.
Oh, Fudgy was. This kid was nuts. He loved eclairs and bear claws. Oh, he went and apple fritters. In fact, we were camping once,
Man,
and this guy. I'm not kidding. You know, when you're camping, sometimes you see stuff you don't want to see. People got a poo in the woods. We were camping, and this guy came running out of the woods. I guess he heard a noise, and this guy Fudgy. He farted so hard his asshole looked like an apple fritter.
That's crazy.
It was unbelievable.
I'd like to, you know what a turducken is?
Yeah, it's a prehistoric bird.
Is it?
Yeah. Paleozoic era.
It's not a chicken with a turkey and a duck in it?
Well, that's what they called them once we evolved.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to do apple fritter, chocolate eclair, bear claw, turducken.
Oh, God.
Like you bite in and it's like one into the other.
If Fudgy's watching right now, he's probably rolling around in his Walmart sleeping bag covered in Vaseline. I mean, this guy, like what you just described is probably his most erotic dream.
Erotic as hell, right. I'm like fighting not to be a chubby guy, you know?
Yeah, you're in good shape, both you guys.
Yeah, I can kick your ass for sure.
I don't know about that. Let's not daydream. I mean, we're doing a podcast, not a daydream cast. But then, so I had my crew. You know, we'd roll around SoCal. You know, we'd be wearing our Vans, sparking reefs, bonging the Honjonas, just having fun out on the street.
Yeah,
bonging the Honjonas.
Bonging the Honjonas. Yeah. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Is that a Canadian thing?
No, that was
he just said he was in SoCal.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like you're not listening to
my
the
apologies.
story.
Yeah,
SoCal.
San Diego. Actually, me and my crew would roll through Camp Pendleton.
Camp Pendleton?
Yeah.
You mean Pendleton?
The military base.
Yeah. No, I'm familiar with it.
How'd you get on base?
That's the beauty of it. We would sneak, except for Fudgy. He couldn't really get through the fence.
Makes sense.
We would get on there, and they got these helicopter pads for the Black Hawk helicopters. And what do we want when we're boarders? A nice, smooth, even surface. Can't have any pebbles, can't have any grit because of the rotating blade. Tony, these things were smoother than Dolly Parton's ass cheeks at a lemonade festival. I mean, you could just slide around on there like a elf in Barry Manilow's dildo drawer. It was unbelievable. Like just like Brian Boitano on a fucking bowl of glazed fucking meatloaf sauce.
That's slick.
Wow, it's very smooth.